Lord, stuck in a Lodi again. Behind a big truck. I'm not in Lodi. I'm not John Fogerty. I'm not riding in a giant pickup truck with oversized wheels, sticking my foot out the window to show the world that I'm in an oversized pickup and I can stick my... Oh, mama. So for you new riders who are feeling your oats today and, you know, feeling more and more comfortable, maybe this is the most comfortable you've ever felt on your motorcycle, and you're blazing around, you feel good, you have good throttle command, you're shifting, you know, at the right RPMs, and everything is just clicking and beautiful. And so you see this truck and you're stuck behind them, and you're chomping at the bit because there's nothing you can see in front of them, and it's just, you're just waiting for an opportunity to peg it and get around them, which is a very, very real way of thinking, and a desire and a need and an urge. I would just remind you that I can't see what's in front of the truck. So if I were to peg it, get around them, and try to bang into the lane in front of them, there might be a car there. Right? There might be. What's up, dude? And I might just find myself in a situation. I will hopefully never forget what my beginner riding instructor said all these years ago. I took my rider training, my MSF course in Plimpton. Look it up. Plimpton, not Plymouth. Plimpton, Massachusetts. And I don't remember what the thing was called, but it was a blast. It was terrific, and the instructors were incredible. And but anyhow, one of the instructors, an old timer who had a lot of sport bikes, was talking about back when he owned he had a Moto Guzzi, a real rocket, and he was riding on the highway, and he was feeling it. He was weaving in and out of traffic, having a great time on this Italian motorcycle. And I forget how it happened. He had come around some traffic and was cutting in, and he wanted to get around and get over behind this you know what it was? He was stuck behind a vehicle, and he was going to try to bang around him, but it was, you know, when you get corked in behind slow traffic, and your traffic's passing you on the left, and you know you're going to blow by those guys if someone would just let you in. So he was in a situation like that. He had to let a couple more cars by because Nimrod in front of him was going under the speed limit. So it was a Dodge pickup truck, I think he said, came barreling by him, and he was as soon as the guy, there was nothing behind the Dodge. He could see him in his little bar end mirrors or whatever. And so as soon as the Dodge got by him, he started to lean into the lane, and the sky looked funny, and he realized he was counting rivets on a trailer he didn't realize the pickup truck was hauling. It blended in with the pavement. So, you know, you tool it along with your shaky mirrors or doing whatever. What's up, dude? And didn't notice that the guy had a trailer on the back of the pickup truck, and he almost had a bad day. Almost had a bad day. Instead, he had a great day because what came out of that situation was a huge rush of negative emotion and fear, which cemented that lesson into his head, a lesson which he carries with him today and gives to anyone willing to listen during the training to that story. So here we are 11 years later or more, and I still vividly think of that retelling and I remember it from time to time. So in that situation with that big truck there, a little 35 footer, there were a couple opportunities before I turned the camera on that I could have scooted around him, Bug Smasher and I, but I'm aware of the fact that sometimes, even though the truck you assume is the slow vehicle, there might be someone in front of him even slower. What's up, Bobby? Thinking about Bobby today. What's up, buddy? Listening in from the ether, that cloud of witnesses. What's up, brother? What's up, dude? Yeah, so it's little lessons like this. I would love it if you guys would share in the comments below a lesson for me. Share a lesson. So I gave you my instructor's lesson about almost hitting the trailer, and I hope you take that to heart. But I would love it if you guys would share a lesson, either from your own riding or from a story you heard from another rider, from a fellow rider. There's some crazy stories there. I had another one, and we're not going to make this story time, but here's another one about knowing your roads. I was on a road. I might have been in Sherburne or somewhere. It was up back. I'm heading down. I'm in the South Shore right now, but I'm heading back towards where I live right now. There's a town with a lot of vegetation on the sides of the road, and there was some grapes, wild grapes growing, and someone had done some cutting on the side of the road, and one of these grapevines that used to be nice and hanging up in a tree growing grapes actually drifted out. It was like you know, if you ever see a tire swing in somebody's yard, and more specifically like a tire swing where it's old and the tire's not there anymore, but you got the rope blowing around in the wind with a little frayed knot at the end. And so out into the road came a grapevine, and it was gray, kind of blended in with stuff. I don't know if I expected it or if I just happened to have situational awareness, because my parents had wild grapes growing behind their house for a long time. So you know, when I saw it, I knew instantaneously what it was, and so it drifted out. No Tarzan dangling on the end, thank you, but just an empty vine, and it went in front of my field of vision, and I ducked under it. If I had been sitting upright, it would have whacked me across the helmet. So I'm not sure what the lesson there for you is. I know the lesson for me is to be aware that the road isn't my entire universe. There are things that will infringe on my serenity from either side, and sometimes from above. So I'm passing a factory. Someone could come pulling out of there. A dog could come racing out. You know, like, I'm aware of it. I'm not, you know, riding like a granny just because a dog might have, you know, appear out of nowhere. But I'm just saying that I'm aware. What's up, dude? So this is why you don't often see me. Well, they paved this road. Wow. You don't often see me with my feet out, you know, cup of coffee in my hand, or you see the guys with the cigarette. You can't ride your bike without a cigarette in your lips. You smoke it in about 1/10 of a second into that oncoming wind. But you look cool for that 1/10 of a second. But you don't see me like that a lot around here because there are a lot of variables. So I have my mid controls. If I have to stand up over a bump, I can do that. If my leg goes to sleep, I can put one out. So I'm over here, I can still shift or something and use my front brake if I have to. If it takes a while to get this foot back. What's up, dudes? And you know, so you don't see a lot of comfort riding on my channel necessarily. Maybe that'll change in the future. Or maybe I'll just get lazy and just leave it all out there. My leg hair just flapping in the breeze, just drifting. My little canvas sneaker or something, and shorts billowing, just waiting for a bee. Nah, I don't think you're gonna see that on my channel. Today it's hot, hazy. Is it hazy? Or my visor just dirty? That's rhetorical. All right, it might actually be hazy. So give me a chance. But hazy, hot, and humid today. And I'm wearing my Harley Davidson mesh jacket, which I love. And I have the armor inserts in it now, in the elbows and the shoulders. So I was out on the highway, thankful that I had those. When I'm riding, they disappear, so I'm not worried about them. I don't feel them. I'm also wearing my Nicky Boys Toys pants, riding up, of course. But yeah, it's hazy, hot, and humid. They're clinging to my legs, but they're really not flapping around. I have the armor in the knees, which some people take out. But they actually are very comfortable. At stoplights, I get toasty. But again, it's a toasty day. But I'm dressed for the slide, not just for the ride. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I encourage you guys, dress for the slide, not just for the ride. Know your surroundings. Before you pass that truck, just think about the future. And before you let confidence cause a crash, temper that confidence with a little bit of wisdom and some stories from your elders. And have a great ride. And I know that's my intention. All right, folks. Care about you. Thanks for tuning in. I'll check in with you real soon. All right. Oh, man. Look at this stuff. Look at that. Tell me about that roof. Do you like it? Do you not like it? All right, guys. Matt the Greeter. I am out of here. Who says that, Revzilla? Is that Sturge? No, that's Lemmy. Lemmy from Revzilla. I am out of here. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Bye.